I can't believe I came from there. No, no, you know, and some people that I thought probably was dead, man. They're 80, 85 years old. They still around me. And one lady, man, took a paddle and she said, "Well, I'm gonna get you for what you didn't do." Yeah, B is from out from Indianola, Mississippi.
But you're from the same place as Muddy and who else?
Yeah, from Clarksdale.
Wolf?
I don't know where Wolf is from. See, I found a lot of those acts back in those days, but I didn't know who they were. But see, I didn't even know who Little Walter was, and back there during the time, back in those days. I don't remember, you know. In other words, I would just find somebody that I liked the way they sound, and I would get their name and phone number, and then when the Behara brothers was coming back down, I would take them to Texarkana, like, you remember Rodney Jones, Rodney Jones? Yeah, well, Rodney Jones, they was from Texarkana, Texas, what, Muddy? A lot of those people, what the guy put, I mean, I can't remember all these guys' names, but back in those days, man, those guys, man, like Elmo James, that's a good example. Elmo, man, I remember Elmo basically because he fascinated me, man. He's a guy like 6 feet something, man, and he don't have no electricity where he's playing at. They got a lamp light. They got a lamp, and man, like 3 miles away. His guitar is not even electric. He got a piece of metal on his guitar, and he's sitting there, and he's playing the guitar with that piece of metal on it, and you can actually hear it 3 miles away, and him stomping his feet. And hear another guy with a piece of rope in a tub, string a piece of rope from a tub, and he pulling on this darn rope, and you can hear that 3 and 4 miles away, man, and they're dancing by lamplight. Well, you know, you blow a saxophone, everybody run. They wonder what is it, you know.
This will be 101 take 8. Ike Turner, 101 take 8.
Yeah, smoke's good. Okay, you rolling?
We are rolling, and boy, does it.
Okay, Dr. Turner, tell me, we're doing a part in our show about the Memphis recording service and Sam and Rocket 88 and all that. What had you heard about Sam Phillips and the Memphis recording service? I mean, here was a white cat recording a lot of these black artists from the area. Did his reputation get to you? Tell me about that.
No, see, I never knew that much about Sam Phillips. What happened is BB left Clarksdale and disappeared, and I didn't see him anymore. And we were playing in Greenville, Mississippi. I put my little band together, and this is a year something later. I put my band together, and every time we would leave Greenville on our way back to Clarksdale, it'd be 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We'd be passing by Chambers, Mississippi. I would see all these cars down by the road. Well, I have seen the word B.B. King, but I never connected it with Riley. I never knew it was the same guy. And so finally one night, you know how the kids are. They say, "Hey man, let's see who played in this club." So we all decided. It was 11 of us, man, in a 40 Ford. we went in there, and it was BB. It was BB playing in the club. So and we asked him to let us play a song. We call ourselves just do him in, you know. So he let us play. So we did some whatever was hot on the jukebox in those days. So he said, "Man, good as you guys are." He said, "Man, let me set up an appointment for you at the record company that I'm with." And we said, "Yeah, really?" So we didn't have no songs, man, because Rocket 88 was wrote on the way to Memphis. We didn't have nothing original at all, nothing. So he said, this is like on a Sunday. And so he said he was going to set it up with the guy in Memphis, which he was referring to was Sam Phillips, and for us to come up and record. All right, so Monday, Sam Phillips called, and he wanted us to come up to Memphis to record. So we went up there, man. We went through a lot of stuff to get there, man. Getting arrested, the bass blown off the top of the car. But anyway, we went there, and this is when I met Sam Phillips. And I didn't know that much. It's just that after meeting him, and he was recording Finest Newman and you had a thing in those days going between chess records and modern record. Whoever get there with the money first, if you come there and you like we recorded Morning at Midnight for chess. As soon as Chess give us the money for it and give Howlin' Wolf the money for it, well, Modern Record come in and give him some more money, and he cut the same song for him, you know. And so, anyway, something went wrong.
You gotta stop. Yeah, cut, please. Oh, okay.
101, take 9.
You see, I never knew that much about it
Yeah.
except that, and cause once I met the Behary brothers, Joe Behary, Joe Behary, you know, he was a little guy from Mississippi. Well, he just started giving me suits and clothes and riding me around down through Mississippi in his red car and stuff. You know, this was an exciting life for me in them days, you know. So, anyway, the only thing I ever did, whenever Sam Phillips wanted some, he wanted something done, piano, that he couldn't find somebody. You know, Finest Newman can play piano. He's, I guess, I don't know what they call it. We call him Finest Newman, the junior. Finest Newman. He's a jazz player. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Finest, I think y'all call
Phineas or something like that.
Yeah, with him. Well, this guy, man, he is so bad on piano that's unbelievable. But when they get down to actually playing with feeling, he didn't have the real feel to play blues stuff. And so that's when we started. I got with Joe Behary, and then what we started doing then, like songs like on BB, like woke up this morning and 3 o'clock in the morning. All this stuff. We cut that stuff at the YMCA down there in Memphis on Fort Lauderdale. I forgot, but anyway, this is where all this stuff was recorded at. We would just get somebody when we didn't use the wire, we would get somebody a fifth of whiskey, and they had a piano in their living room, and we used that for a studio. We had portable equipment.
Okay, I think we're ready to roll again.
Here we go.
A little bit more.
Mark, please. It's Natalie on Smite.
So,
It's all yours, Nate.
I've heard this story about when you're driving up and the amp fell off the truck and then Sam kind of jerry-rigged it and liked the sound. Could you tell me about that? What happened?
I don't even remember this incident. What happened?
When you're driving to Memphis and the amplifier fell off the car and broke?
Oh yeah, that wasn't in Memphis. That was in Tunica, Mississippi, outside of Tunica. We was on our way to Memphis. The wind, it wasn't an amplifier. You know, the old big upright bass. It blew off the top of the car, and the bass drum come out the trunk. The amp got all wet up, and the tubes got screwed up in there. Anyway, it worked, but it was a fuzz. We didn't have fuzz in those days, but we still used it when we got to Memphis. We still used the amplifier, but I think the bass. Well, I don't think we used the bass. That's why on Rocket 88 you hear that piano that thing. That's a guitar doing that, because in other words, we were doing it we were supposed to do it with the upright bass, and we couldn't do it with the bass because the bass was bust.
Well, when you were recording there with Sam, did you have any idea that Sam Phillips had any kind of special talent? Was he really,
Well, let's say, let's see, I don't want to sound wrong. Like I have to think when I'm thinking about this. I never really thought about him in that term as far as him having talent as a musician. I think like he had talent, like knowing songs, lyrics. You know, I think he and the lady that worked in the front, I've forgotten her name. You know, if you got a song, they would go down the song and put the D's and the buts and the ands in it or something like that. But they wasn't like, well, you know, like today, man, my head is totally around another way. It's difficult for me to think like where my head was at that time when somebody come in and you know, some people want to get their name on your record and they'll put a the and just to get the title of it. You understand it? Well, where to me, if you write a song, you write it. If you co-write it, the two of you are writing it. You know. Well, back then, man, stuff was being taken. People were getting credit for stuff that they wasn't really doing. So I can't say that. Sam, I'm not talking to you. I can't say, but I just know that a couple of songs that was written there in the bill, and he and the lady in the front, they would sit there with papers and stuff and try to do it. But he didn't. Oh, I know. I can answer that. He has talent. Sam Phillips' talent is as an engineer, doing the electrical and the recording and stuff like that. He's good at that. As far as knowing music, playing music. Even writing, well then I can't pass a comment on that.
You know, a lot of people say that Rocket 88 they call Rocket 88 the first rock and roll record.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you? Do you think that's any truth in that?
I don't know. I have no idea. You know, I don't really know. You know, like you people categorize music. I don't, because in other words, man, it's any kind of, you can say that, and I can say that right here at this piano, and I can play you jazz, I can play you country, I can play anything you name it. And man, to me, it's all the same. It's just you know, in other words, if a country guy's singing it, he's gonna sing like, you know, like that, you know. And if a black guy's singing, you know, like the difference in language barrier, I would say, hey, I need me a nudden to take the place of that udden. Well, what that means is I need another one to take the place of that other one. Where the other guys, that's his way. But it's all to me the same. It's no different. But we categorize it because number one is this. If you look at it from, I'm trying to think, should I say this? Okay, yeah, okay. Elvis Presley's supposed to be the king of rock and roll, right? Okay. How can Tina's supposed to be the queen, right, of rock and roll? That's what they say. Well, how can he be the king if I cut the first rock and roll record? And how you gonna say what I play is R&B? I can play blues, I can play rock, I can play whatever you name. Well, how you gonna classify mine? Well, if you classify it as far as music is concerned, it's okay to classify. But if you're gonna classify it because of my color, well then, I don't know about that.
Is there any difference in your mind between R&B and rock and roll? Same thing?
Yes, it's different. It's different in blues. Like B.B. King is a thorough B.B. King. Albert Collins. Well, I'm gonna spread out that far. I just go. I'm just stay on BB. BB is a blues player. Bobby Blue Bland is a blue. They're two different blues. Then other words. BB will draw. Well, okay, well let's go the pop market, the black market, white market. We're gonna get into this stuff a little bit. Okay. BB draw white. 90% white with his blues, because that's a pure hearted blues. I'm talking about that's hardcore blues. So with a Muddy Water or something like that. Okay, now Bobby Blue Bland, you can't give him to a white market. You got some whites that like him. You not. In other words, I love both of the guys, so I'm not coming from. I have no nothing in me against either. I'm just putting facts on the table. Where you can't give Chuck Berry to a black. We care less about Chuck Berry. Now blacks can accept Jimmy Reed. You got me wrong. You got me high. We can accept that. But man, with this stuff, way down in Louisiana, go to damn Louisiana. We don't. No, I'm just trying to say it's like blacks, whites. Jimmy Reed is to me. Is white. Chuck Berry is white. But Jimmy Reed will go black. Blacks will buy Jimmy Reed, but blacks ain't go. You got a few blacks may buy the other one. Now, the last thing is okay. Example. One time with the record company, they asked me with Modern Record Company, the same guys I used to work for when I was a kid. They said, "Ike, man, cut us a pop record." I said, "Okay." Now. I went and I looked. I went to Mike and Stroller. They real big today. Liebel and Mike Stroder, whatever their name is, or if you know who I'm talking about. Okay, I went all around to those guys everywhere, man, trying to find something that was pop. And so, anyway, man, finally, man, I came up with this song, Peaches and Cream, on Nightcats. Mama told me love is not all sweet. She said, watch out for all the boys you meet. But if you find the right bowl of cherries, no. But if you find the right boy to marry, life can be a bowl of cherries like peaches. Well, man, that ain't black. We want to talk about what you... No. Okay, now... Anyway, the record... naming names. Warren Lanier, which is the guy at the record company at Modern... Excuse me.
Let's stop for a second. You can give me some water. This is... I love what you're... Okay, you were starting to tell me that Rocket 88 was listened to by white.
Yeah, I think in those days, man, all of the white bubblegum kids in those days started listening to Rocket 88. You know where do his name? Do it Phillips? Yeah. In those days, he may have played Howlin' Wolf or something like that, but it wasn't like they wasn't going to Woodworth and different stores to buy it, you know. But where this particular record they did, they accept.
Any idea why? What appealed to people about rock?
Yeah. I think it's mostly, you know, whites like actually a lot of boogie woogie with the twang and singing on top of it. It's actually nothing but boogie. That's what it really is. That's about as much as I can say about it. I don't know what make them say it's the first rock record. But I don't really know, man, because it wasn't too much of anything out except Sentimental Journey, the Jim and Joe Liggins, and stuff like this here, the Dominoes, and all stuff like that. Mint Julep, all of those kind of songs back in those days, you know.
Okay, let's talk about St. Louis for a little while. When you were playing there in must have been the mid-50s.
Yeah.
You had a band. Chuck Berry had a band. Could you describe the differences between your two bands? What you were, or were they very similar? Were you playing the same kind of places?
We were playing. We actually playing the same places. Chuck Berry was playing on 17th and Broadway in East St. Louis at the Cosmopolitan, and I was playing at the Blue Flame on 17th and. I'm sorry. Chuck Berry was playing at the Cosmopolitan on 17th and Bond, and I was playing at the Blue Flame on 17th and Broadway, which was maybe 10 blocks apart. And we were playing kind of the same thing, keeping up with. But Chuck Berry played a lot of original stuff, but more so. I was always I always kept up with jukebox. Whatever was hot on jukebox, this is what I kept up with. And then Chuck Berry started going to Memphis to see Leonard Chess, and I was going to Chicago because we would meet up sometime on the way there to Cobra Records. I forgot what that guy's name is, but anyway, Chuck Berry was crying one night. They told Chuck that, man, we want something different. Chuck said, well, what do you want me to do? Stand on my head on the record? And he started, well, see, you know, it's like when you tell an act, man, you want something different. Well, what they're playing is different. They sit down and they write a song, although it may sound like some other song, but if it's different, you got different words. To him, it's different. But you know, like today, like knowing music like I do, they be talking about the chord structure or something different that's got a different sound, etc. And man, Chuck was really down. He was, for a fact, I mean, physically crying. He was crying, man. Told what do you want me to do? Stand on my head on the record? But this was the bad old days, though.
Well, was he doing stuff that you might call more country than what you were doing? I mean, people talk about his music as having kind of a country flavor.
Well, I don't really know because see, I never went to hear Chuck there, but although we played that close together, I think that Chuck Berry was more of an original than I was at that time. I kept up with jukeboxes. If it's time for me to record, I would write something. But other than that, he would get on stage and he would play his original stuff on stage. And I think that he has a country feel to his stuff. His I guess I would use the word vocabulary, man, is more whiter than an average black person, because in other words, like I'm just saying, his thought of something would be more whiter than what I would think. In other words, and in a lot of different ways, because one time it's stupid, you know, like they would hang you in Mississippi for winking your eye at for a white woman say you winked your eye at one. And I know Chuck Berry brought a white woman in the Jackson, a white 16-year-old girl in the Jackson, Mississippi, man, when we were playing down there. But I'm telling you, his mind is not like, not like, in other words, I won't even send my picture down there with my fiance on there, because they said, we hung the picture, we waiting on you. No, but anyway, no, but Chuck's education, man, I mean, his upbringing, his schooling, man, made him, he was more into a country field than into a blues. He's not blues at all. He's more into rock, rhythm rock.
What do you think he was trying to do when he went to record with the Chesses in Chicago? Was he really aiming at, you know, just trying to get into that pop market?
No. I say first of all, I don't even know, but I will say that wasn't his intentions. I think, man, things like what happened with him with Chess is something Chess just heard in his music, where this is the white this is a white beat. Where that's like a white shuffle. Where other words, example, man, a white boy play a drum, gonna play a shuffle. Okay, if the beat is that's black, right? It's 2 and 1 like that. All right, that's black. Whites accent every one, 1 and 3. Well, blacks accent 2 and 4. And you know, you listen, you can tell on the record, man, what kind of drum it is. You know, you can sit and look at a white guy pat his feet, and you can tell what they've been around blacks. No, it's just, wait, let me get off of that. I'm getting off of something else.
So, what about, did you ever listen to Chuck's lyrics? I mean, he seemed like he was really aiming at those white teenagers.
I understand, but he learned all that from Leonard Chess. Not that he's not. In other words, he has his culture bringing up, but whatever he learned in school, man, his education, whatever it is, his rhythm, he likes country music. And so Chuck Berry, Leonard Chess, I would think, saw the combination of the two and put it together. Like right now, I'm doing something similar to the same thing with a guy, man. It's like, if you got the rhythm, like today, man, believe me, like I know, I mean, I'll be around 15 years from now, but I say this, you're going to see, man, that where you can take one beat, and you take that one beat, and you can put country right there with it, you can put reggae with it, and you can put all, and never change the beat. You only change, it's like colors, man. It's all blends together, but because of you, let me say it like this. There is no such thing as a fast song and a slow song. It's only in your mind that you accept it as fast or slow. The slowest song is as fast as the fast. In other words, that one beat, all you do is divide the beat. If you divide it up and start taking beats out, and you put that one here and do it. I've been loving you too long. And if you put them other beats in there, it's the same tempo. So it's in our mind that we make them fast and slow, but they all are the same. And so you're going to find, man, that music is going to get really integrated pretty soon, man. I mean, more so integrated. In other words, like now you can talk about bluegrass, country, reggae, soul. You talk about this, but it's all the same. And I know, man. I sat at my house, and I don't know if I'm going to have time before she leave to give you some of it, man. But I sat at my house, man. I integrated it, and it's amazing, man, how music can be integrated, man. And I'm talking like. And it's different. It's something for everybody in one song. But where today, if you could play some country, I don't like country. If you play blues, I don't like blues. Well, where you can take one, man, you can please everybody, man. And I think that's what we're going to.
Anything else,
No.
Tell me how much film
I knew he played piano. I could tell it.
Oh, thank you. That was great.
I wondered if you had gospel in any kind of church background.
My father's a minister.
What kind? What church?
Baptist.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, all night.
You were talking a little bit earlier about Elvis and all. Do you think that Sam, there are all these stories you hear, do you think Sam Phillips was really actively looking for a white boy that he could cut some rhythm and blues kind of music with?
No, I know. I just think that, in my opinion, I just think it's just something that showed up. I just think that, like I said about Chuck Berry, I think Leonard Chess had the knowledge to recognize the talent that Chuck Berry had in the rhythm, and that this could be, although Chuck is black singing blues, he got bluesy feeling, and I think that he recognized that would go good with a black beat, and I think that because of the words, like I think a lot of stuff that Chuck got out is somebody beating on a piano or something like this. It's not drums, you understand? So I think the same thing with Elvis. I think Elvis just showed up. He's a black guy that's in the black. He's a white guy that's in the black music, and there's no such thing, you know. Because see, look, man, blues has been in America among the blacks ever since there was America, black over here. But you know, it wasn't recognized in America until the English brought it over here in the '60s. And today, man, blacks are ashamed of blues. You go tell a black guy, man, hey man, I want you come on man, play some blues. Man, what are you talking about? He don't want to play no blues. He don't like no blues. That's not his. It's something that's like the lowest part of shit. I'm sorry, but that's like the butt end to him. You understand? But where that it's like, but that's his real gut, man. What he really need to learn that before he go off into something that started with rock and roll. My son behind you over there, same thing, man. He play guitar, man. He don't know nothing about blues. They in the speed. You see how fast the notes he can play. And until you can play one note, you can't play 10.